Good morning, good morning, good morning, you awesome, amazing people. We are here again. We are here again to play a few missions, do a few things, get farther in the storyline. And, yeah. The next thing that we're supposed to do is accept the best kind of quest, which is just an escort mission, supposedly.
Are you okay?
I think we'll go with that one. Sorry. I've got a runny nose. It's very annoying. I don't like it. But this will be the first venture into the Wildspire Wastes, where we have to escort some of the researchers. At least today's the last day for your week.
Technically second to last.
Well, for this part.
For work, Sunday, considered.
The last day. I know how the schedule works. Just saying for your actual, like, week of work. You know, we did Sunday to Saturday. This is the last day, because your weekend technically is right now, and then you start your next work week of 5 days straight. That's what I mean. What?
I hardly slept a wink last night. I'm so excited to go out and see this new piece of evidence.
Yes, got it.
In the desert area of the Wildspire. Guide us there safely, partner. One thing's for sure, the environment here is completely different from the ancient forest.
Yes, the Wildspire Waste features a mixture of dry land and swamps, which naturally supports its own unique ecosystem.
There we go. Got the grasshopper. I know I'm supposed to be, like, watching them,
Hey, look,
going
a waterfall.
with them.
The water filters down through the sand and collects in the lower areas, thus creating a mire.
Oh, great. We get to go uphill now.
Come on now, my dear handler, put your back in it.
Look at that insect. Is that some type of beetle?
The wildlife here are quite resilient creatures. They have adapted excellently to the dry climate.
Even the plants have learned to survive. The fruit scattered throughout the area has a hard shell that helps retain moisture.
There we go.
Oh, dear me. We made it. Can we have a break now?
Look,
No,
the
no
wild
breaks.
That's where we'll find what we came for.
But we still have a ways to go.
Well, on we go. Actually, downhill might be worse. This is so heavy.
Good morning.
Yay, dead Corey is back.
Everyone, stay on track. Come on, Pard. I need you over here.
It's a great look, I like it.
Lisa was asking if I wanted to work out.
What did you say?
Maybe. I've got this really weird, like, big bump in my armpit.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like, I've been using ice packs to try and, like, reduce a swelling,
Yeah.
but...
Everyone, be careful. Mind checking it out for us there, partner?
Oh, yeah, I guess I can go check this area out for you.
Oh, dear me.
It's a Rathian!
Jumpin' Jackies, a Rathian.
There's a rat thing
A Rathian is a female dragon. A female. Why are you still going? Why are you still going?
They see the rat thing, they're like, we don't throw
Go,
this
go, go.
car
Just
at it.
move on through. You might be able to use your slinger to create some kind of noise and distractor.
Now, run!
Why? It's not
See
attacking.
them getting will definitely, get a little better,
Uh-huh.
because the one that we got last time was a medium,
Uh-huh.
Go!
and
Run for your life!
Asian people do a size smaller. So technically I got a small. This is why I have to stretch so much in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is what I told you, which is why I said get a medium, not a small.
yeah.
Because it's supposed to be tight, not like super loose. So if you
Right.
get a large, it'll be like a medium and...
Right, well, a medium US size is what I needed.
Okay.
Hell,
And,
no fury like a Rathian scorn. Well, like any Rathian.
You smell really good.
But provide the solution with valuable data. Hunter, I couldn't trouble you for a
Spray perfume.
Mm. Fair enough.
Constantly going and flying kites.
Fair enough. But I looked up, they were like, it's kind of funny, the sizing charts, because they don't, I don't think they understand, like, how rude some things can sound. And it was like, here's the sizing for kids. If you are fat or your kid is fat, choose a size larger.
Wow. Zero chill.
Wow.
Zero. Holy shit, I love it. I love Asian people, they're so fucking funny.
Right?
They have like no remorse for what they say whatsoever. It's so good.
What was the thing?
Oh, look! Apsaros!
Oh,
If you are fat or your kid is fat, choose a size larger.
Why are they running?
They look scared.
I just want to catch a vulture.
Feel threatened. They assume a defensive posture.
Whatever's out there
Got it.
could be a danger to us too.
Look at that. Look at them. They're in a triangle. What's that called? A devil's triangle? Sorry. That's terrible. That is terrible. I should have never said. It's fucking funny as shit.
I think you should have said it.
Keep it up.
I did say it.
Well, yeah. I'm saying like I think.
I'm saying YouTube wouldn't want me to say that.
YouTube doesn't. No.
YouTube is going to know this is live. He doesn't like dancing.
I know he doesn't. He's like,
Shit.
See what kind of present Zora Madros
He-
has left for us.
He barely likes being, like, held for a certain duration of time.
he's a very odd dog.
Yes. Yes, he is.
But that is because he's a cat.
Yes. Yes, he is. Again? Why again?
Because I'm woken him up twice now.
What time is he supposed to be up at?
He wants to be up by 11.
Is it 11?
It's going to be up to 7.
Oh, okay.
But knowing him, he'll
Roll back
roll
up.
in bed. So I wake him up in the intervals leading up to it, so that way his brain, by the time it is 11, will be like, okay, I'll finally get up.
That's fair.
God, the pink hair.
Yeah, it's just... It gets me every time I turn it on. It's just like, fuck. Yeah, Big Bad Bareth.
Follow me.
This big bad boy is gonna...
How great do you have to be for that?
Snack. Right in the eye. Pow!
Superhero landing.
It's gonna do the superhero landing. Gonna just get... Ah, it's so bad on the knees.
The scholars are still in danger. You have to take down that Baroth. Don't worry. I'll keep the scholars out of harm's way.
Yeah. Stab it in the head. Oh. Stab it in the back.
See, he's like, I'm not gonna fight that thing. Look at the wall run. I feel monster hunter. Nope, not anymore.
Okay, it's down. Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
Yeah, except you understand that I work with a sword, and I have to cut at its underbelly because its head, ow, is super thick. Come on, big fella. Alright. Oh, what happened? Did you sword get dull? Yeah, this is kind of one of the basic swords, so it gets dull pretty quickly. Kind of have to do this over and over again. See how it's green when it goes from green to yellow, and then to red, to like a reddish orange, and then to a red. It can break, and it's really just frustrating because it starts to do less and less damage. Once it gets into like the reddish orange, it's kind of pointless to try and do anything because it's literally just done. Like it does 0 damage, and I have a hard enough time with creatures like this with this sword because they are armor oriented creatures. Like this one is just covered in stone. Like that makes this fight really difficult because I have to use my advantage of under his belly and everything. Like I have to try and do everything I can to stay away from that crap to begin with, but like I have to.
Get yourself out of that gunk before you do anything else. Uh-oh. You've been hit with water blight. That's gonna put a damper on your stamina recovery.
This fight is probably gonna take a long time. Yep, getting hit. Wasn't trying to do that. This fight is going to take so long.
Run out of stamina, you'll be winded and vulnerable. Veteran hunters know. Always keep an eye on that gauge.
Okay, so I guess. This is a very long process. I'm not 100%. I enjoy this part of it. Just because of how difficult it can be to do a significant amount of damage to this creature with the type of weapon I'm using, it is not the funnest situation. That was a little...
Whoa.
Cacti. Yeah. What you doing up there, buddy? I'm down here. I broke a couple parts though, so that's always good. Broken parts. See, most of the time you want to try not to let it run too much, but with this kind of weapon, because you do have to, like, with lower end weapons, you do have to kind of try to get as much time as possible to sharpen and everything. It can be useful to let them run away for a short period. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to let them do too much, because they will eventually go back to their home, and what they'll do is when they do go back, they end up healing. So you kind of gotta be aware of what's going on. Flash pods are normally pretty useful. If you use them right, you can blind your opponent. Like that, giving you a slight advantage. There you go. This is the best thing for you to help knock it down on the ground. Mm-hmm.
That's a thorn pump. Powerful type of slinger ammo. Attacking the part of slash arms and
Yeah. Just keep mashing it. Yes. Yep. So here's the best part about this fight continuing, even though I just got hit a couple times, isn't okay, good. I'm gonna let it jump over this time. Fuck you. Because I actually cut off its tail, which is extraordinarily useful for me, because it gives me items like his tail. And I know that doesn't seem all that useful. It really, really is. It's much more useful than you think it might be. There we go. Finally. Oh god, that took... if I was using a hammer, that would have gone so much more smoothly, just so you know. So no, you can't cut off the limbs, but you can break them, so when they attack you with those particular limbs, it does significantly less damage. So like if you're fighting yeah, like cutting off the tail, if it were to try to hit me with its tail, one, the reach would be significantly decreased because it doesn't have that extra section of tail. It also doesn't have that extra part of the armor, and it also doesn't have that big bulge at the end, so it does significantly less damage. Same with if you, like with his technical broken legs and arms, if you were to try to scratch or kick with either of those, it wouldn't do it would still do some damage, but it'd be like if you tried to slap somebody with like a wet noodle or something. It barely does anything in comparison because of the fact that it is broken. Now, certain parts like the head, the crown, you need something that's a blunt object to break it. It is possible to use a sword, but you got to be able to be doing a lot of damage. Also, you've got to have a better sword than the one I have. It's definitely not going to be this katana. The katana will not work.
Are you part of the Fifth Fleet? Then that means the Elder Crossing is upon us again. The years fly by faster than I can count them.
This guy.
I too am a hunter of the First Fleet. Might I trouble you to share your tale with me? Let's find a suitable place.
But like if you were using maybe like a hammer or a great sword, not a long sword, or a gun using explosive rounds, you could definitely break the head off, and it's called the crown, so you can get that as an item. But with smaller objects like this, the chances of you doing that are extraordinarily low, because if you notice the resistance, every time I would hit the head, it would just bounce off. It's because that crown is like a big piece of armor. I would say kind of like a fettuccine noodle.
Nearby you will find my camp. I trust it will be of some avail to you.
Probably more like a fettuccine noodle.
Pass a message on to the commander that I am safe. But a force compels me on, and I intend to see where it takes me. If you too feel so compelled, then we will cross paths again at the end of all of this.
Was that who I think it was?
Alright, so we got shell, claw, ridge, claw, armor sphere, nitro shroom, boulder bone, monster bone small, and another claw. And our cat got earth rocks, earth crystals. Yes, I actually needed 2 of those for one of the pieces earlier, so that'll be good. Or for one of the upgrades earlier. Another boulder bone. Alright, here we go. Look at these. We got some good stuff. We got some increase on Zora Magdaris and some Baroth, and Palico leveled up, increased in XP, so the details are pretty accurate if you can break their arms. Yeah, you can break their arms, you can break their legs, you can break their tail, or you can, if you have a hammer, you can break the tail, or if you have, like a blunt object will break it, where a sharp object will slice and cut, so you can cut off a tail. So it's really useful. You can, if they have fangs, you can break their fangs so that they can't do that kind of, and that will actually completely stop that attack. Like, they can still charge you the same, but that damage that it does does almost nothing, because it's initially just the base impact instead of the impact plus the ripping from the fangs. So I mean, it's really useful to do stuff like that. But at the same time, like, if you noticed, I cut off the tail on this one. If you capture a monster, which you'll see here in a little bit, it does give you the option to, instead of hunting it down, you do get missions where it says capture this thing. So you just bring it down to the point where it's going back to its place to sleep, set a trap, capture it instead. Now, let's say you fought this monster for a really long time, did everything I did, like, and you broke the crown, broke all the body parts, cut off the tail, it was stripped down to nothing. When you capture it, you actually capture the monster you were just fighting. So when you go and you see the monster in your little hub central, it'll be on this little platform, and I'll show you where in just a second. But when you do it, you'll see the monster you were fighting, not just a generic version completely restored. You will see all the damage you did will still be on that monster because you did catch that monster. So, like, if you cut off a tail, you'll see that the tail is still cut off. If you broke an arm or a leg or something, you'll see that that's still like that. So it's really cool that they went into all that detail instead of just generically writing the code to, oh, you caught this monster, here's a generic version of that monster. Like, I think that's a really big feat for this game, is that they made it that accurate.
I'm gonna drop off Steven,
Mm-hmm.
and then go visit my wife. I was wondering if you wanted to join.
I'll go with you, but I'm not gonna get anything.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just figured if you wanted to
Get out of the house.
go around 3 with our hangouts.
Yeah, hell yeah, of course.
I don't know why, but we wind up having the greatest conversations.
Yes. I love our talks.
Me too. We should call them.
Should put them live and be like,
We should.
talks with Backbeard.
Like, we should come up with like TED Talks instead of TED Talks, Ned Talks, Fred Talks, Bearded Talk,
Beard talks.
'Cause
Beard talks. Yeah, that one would work. Beard talks.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of Beard Talks.
What time does Steven have to be at work? 12? 12? And you're off today, right?
I'm off until like.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're on vacation. You are on vacation. I totally forgot about that. High five for vacation.
Oh, it's a good one.
That was.
Actually, and tomorrow, Captain Marvel.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go as Miles.
Miles or Spider? Miles or Spider?
Both.
Well, okay.
Well, Spider Miles.
Okay. Like just using your full suit and everything?
Yeah.
Nice.
Might as well. I mean, it's a movie premiere. I'm just like, hey, okay, what's up, everybody? I'm just here from New York visiting.
We should.
My boy cornivaqious.
All right, hey Josh, since you're on here, give me some insight. Would you like to see something like this, where, because we're going to go see Captain Marvel tomorrow. He does cosplaying as Miles Morales for Into the Spider-Verse Miles and everything, and he has pretty much everything he needs. So we were thinking of doing like a cosplay thing there and doing a live thing, making my live video tomorrow of us going to go and go watch the movie, and then we're not going to film the movie, but we'll film the entire process going into the movie, going through everything, getting all the stuff. He's going to be in his costume the entire time, going in right before they start the movie, shutting off, and then coming right back on after the movie to get an instant reaction afterwards. How about that? What do you think of that kind of thing? Since you're the only one on here right now. You're the only one I could ask. Because me and him think it's a fucking amazing idea. But that's me and him. We like doing stuff like that. So it changes things. And I might have shown you guys. It's this part right here. This is where everything comes in. For Captain Marvel, yeah, like, he's gonna go dressed as Miles Morales, Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse, going to go see Captain Marvel. Jordan? Jordan the Kid? Hi! Not much, how you doing? That's good to hear. Awesome, thank you. I appreciate that. If you want to check it out tomorrow, then you can always come watch it on my YouTube channel. It's called The Player Agency. The little symbol for it is gonna, like, the little picture is gonna be an 8-bit Mega Man on an 8-bit old school Mario Bros background saying The Player Agency in 8-bit lettering. Yeah, and yeah, and I'm actually live streaming right now, so this conversation's right here. The movie theaters are becoming Comic-Con conventions, but I think that would be cool and people want to see more. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I'm also responding to comments on the live chat, so yeah, it's definitely something that we like to do. We go, like, me and my buddy and a group of us actually normally go to pre-screenings, and we do like an introduction there on his channel, and do like a non-spoiler review and stuff like that. And we do the same thing. We do reactions to trailers that just drop and everything, like the new Detective Pikachu trailer that just dropped not that long ago. We did one, or he did one for that because I accidentally watched it before him. But yeah, we do all kinds of stuff, and here on my channel I do a lot of gaming and more gamings and everything, and I also stream on Twitch, and then I also do movies. I want to get to a point where I'm doing movies as well, where I'm like watching movies that I've never seen and doing reaction, like a live feed reaction of what's going on with me, like how I'm really reacting to these things. And so I want to do some more stuff like that. Plus I do blacksmithing, so you see some of the videos that I do is blacksmithing. We go to like TRF and Sherwood Forest Fair, and we do videos of that as well. So if you want to see some of this stuff, please come check us out. It'll be a lot of fun. We tried, like, me personally, I go back to every video, and if there's a new comment on there, I go back, I read the comments, and I try to react, or I try to respond to them on there, or I will respond to them in the next video, hoping that that person watches again. Which, if they ask a question, I would hope they would watch the next video so they could get an answer. But I mean, yeah, it's just stuff that I like to do, and I enjoy this, and I recommend tell all your friends, because the more feedback I get, the better off I can do stuff for you guys. Also, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna, well, personally, me and a couple of us are gonna go skydiving, and we're gonna do a live stream of our skydiving event.
Good to see you.
So how far are you in this game? Oh, nice. Is this your first run through with it? Oh, cool. Yeah, I decided to make a brand new character and live stream the entire process and everything. Like, I jump on for about anywhere from 30 minutes to about an hour or two every single day, and I'm trying to do a video every single day until the end of the year. So I've been jumping on and doing this, and then I also do Dark Souls. We do some Tekken. I just finished this main storyline for the Marvel Spider-Man game. Gonna do Final Fantasy 15, God of War, and then for the Xbox, So what? Yeah. It's really good. I love the way they did that. I love the way they did this one, and the fact that you don't get to start off with your main like your normal weapons, you start off with the axe, is a real big change, but in a positive way, because I like the way they incorporated it. Let's see, then there's also Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit Become Human. I've got a copy of Destiny 2 that I still need to crack into. The Crash Bandicoot trilogy, Assassin's Creed Origins, do some Overwatch here and there, Naruto with the Road to Boruto expansion, the Tales of Zestiria. I mean, I've got quite a few games, and then, let's see, there's Kingdom Hearts 3, Jump Force, Anthem, and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 that I play on the Xbox, so I'm kind of trying to cover my bases here.
Good luck.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for coming on here and putting your opinion in. I really do appreciate it. Like, I honestly really do. Well, hope you have a wonderful day, and as I tell everybody that actually comes on here and talks to me or says anything, make sure that you do what makes you happy. Don't ever stop trying to make yourself happy. It's well worth it, I promise. Later. Have a good one. I will. Well, that was very nice. I do honestly appreciate when people come on here and talk, and I liked it. I like that he really only got on here just to tell me his point of view, but he stuck around and listened to my whole thing, and I really do appreciate that kind of stuff. And his opinion does matter. I do take everyone's opinion into consideration. So far it seems like it's a unanimous definitely do this. So I will make sure that it happens. Like we're definitely going to do the thing for Captain Marvel tomorrow. That is for sure. No exceptions, gonna happen now. Now as far as everything else, we'll just have to see about everything else. It's more of a how do I put this? It is, I don't even know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Like it's hard. Ooh, life powder is super useful. Alright, so what we're gonna end up actually doing here is go to this guy. Let's see if he has those parts I was telling you about. It doesn't seem like it yet. Oh, wait. Power coding. No, not it. Yeah, yes I did. I did get a lot of materials from that monster, and it's very, very useful. It's definitely one of those things that it'll come in handy quite a bit. There's, well, not all, also not all of that was from, like, what you think it was from. Like, not everything was... Yes, that's something else I'm gonna do, yes, definitely. The materials I'm going to use to make my sword stronger or to make some armor. One of the two. Probably going to use it to make my sword stronger just because the upcoming monsters and stuff that I'm going to have to fight are going to be much more difficult. It's about, this is so much easier. I'm gonna do that. So this is all ammo that I have that I can't really use because I'm not using a gun, so... No, this is actually a magic-free game. So no, there is no magic in this. However, when you do the Witcher crossover and stuff like that, there does happen to be stuff then. Some of the crossovers do stuff like that, but as far as basic gameplay, no. No magic. It's all about getting good, learning to dodge, learning when to strike, when not to strike, and trying to keep yourself on your feet, making sure your weapons and armor and stuff are up to par. Certain items you get can help you with certain other things. Like, there's a bracelet that helps you with when they roar, based on what size monster they are. If they're considered a large or a small, you can stop yourself from getting dazed, like how you saw him going like that, or like struggling to move when they roared. You can stop that process entirely, but there's no magic. It makes it that much harder. These are all the actual materials I have. Actually I can go this way to get there. It's a longer way, but I can get there. You have infinite stamina, by the way, whenever you're in your headquarters here. You have an infinite stamina. Alright, let's upgrade this boy. We can either do this upgrade, bringing it to 330, and we still can't use this upgrade. I think I'm just gonna go with this. Yeah, there's your base strength and everything is already technically maxed. What changes is your weapons, what they can do, their abilities. Like if you look at this one, it has element poison on it. This one will have fire, this one has water, this one has thunder. And with the electric one, it could either be thunder or it can be lightning or whatever. There's a bunch of other ones that you can get. There's some that do explosive damage, there's some that do ice, there's some that do all kinds of stuff. So like dragon damage, stuff like that. There's a lot of different stuff, and the more you progress through the storyline, the better weapons you can make, the more monsters you kill. So it's definitely beneficial to go do the same mission over and over and over again. Not gonna lie, it really is. That green one though, I don't know what it is. We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of different things you got to take into consideration when you're picking not only your weapon, but also like how you're gonna upgrade your weapon. And if you notice that there's the ore tree, then the bone tree. Well, this, as you get farther into the game, gets even bigger. Like there's a bunch of other ones. There's the black steel. There's yeah, like the weapons aren't necessarily enchanted, they're just imbued with the elements from the monster that you killed. Like from all the materials and stuff you're putting into each weapon, it's getting those properties from those monsters. Like that's what's happening. It's literally like you're taking pieces of the monster and you're making the weapon, and so the weapon has the properties from the monster. So it does come in handy. It is very useful, especially with the damage that can be done with it. So yeah, blast damage is extraordinarily useful for breaking things. Water damage is extraordinarily useful against creatures that are mostly dealing with fire. And then there's also these things that come with it, like that come with your armor sets and stuff like that. Like if you look at this, Forager's Luck, increase the chance of finding rare gathering point. Sliding increases your affinity for a short time. Like all of your armor pieces can have something different attached to them. Like they can have like as you go in, I'll come here, hold on. Armor. So if you, that's what he looks like without the helmet on. Beautiful. I'm gonna put that back on. So like if you come here, speed eating, or do this, if you look at the whole thing, you can see you get speed eating, intimidator, palico rally, fortify, and speed crawler. Like each armor set has its own special skills that it comes with as well, stuff that it helps you along your way to do certain things. The Kulayaku, you get your fire resistance, stamina surge, so you get more speeds up stamina recovery. Pro transporter increases your speed while transporting items and decreasing the likelihood of dropping them. This one's is extraordinarily useful because there are certain things that you should do, that you could do, that you can do, and that you will do. There are missions where you have to take items, where you have to carry it around, and this is extraordinarily useful. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's actually why doing all my stuff is like that. So I upgraded my sword and everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for now. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Jordan for his comment, for his stuff. I really do. It means a lot for him to give his insight and everything. And thank you, Josh, for putting your 2 cents in there too. So it looks like it's a unanimous decision to do the thing for tomorrow for Captain Marvel and everything. Unanimous decision here. Some other guy actually chimed on and like actually talked to me on the game to tell me he thought it was a really good idea too. So, I mean, it's definitely something we're gonna end up doing tomorrow. And right now, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. So, hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. I will talk to you later, Josh, and hope you guys keep doing what you're doing. Keep making yourself happy. Always make yourself happy. Do what makes you happy. Chase that dream and don't ever let it go. Believe in yourself, and even when you don't think you can do it, know that I know you can do it. I believe in you to make yourself happy. I honestly believe you guys can do it. I'm chasing mine, and I hope you guys chase yours too. Have a wonderful day. Deuces.